All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining today's meeting for SIG Windows for September the 4th, 2018. So I didn't see anything on the agenda ahead of time for a specific discussion. So if anyone has anything, please let me know. And then the main thing we need to go over is that the code freeze for Kubernetes version 1.12 is today. I'll be doing a query and then pinging people on Slack to make sure that we're getting everything merged that we're waiting on. So did anybody have other topics that they wanted to add to the agenda for today? Let me see who we have here. Adelina, did you want to give a test update and summarize some of the findings that you've had so far?
Yeah. So basically, with regards to tests, we still hit the same issues we had before, mainly nodes going down or CNI errors. Let me post in the chat some views I have for the tests we already ran. 1 second. So this is basically a very primitive dashboard for the tests we have, the periodic tests and the ones for PR, the pre-submit ones. For example, if you look at this test matrix here, you can see they're kind of flaky. Most of the issues are related to some nodes basically going down when the test runs, and thus the pods would never be created, would time out, and the tests fail. We're investigating options to get logs out of those Windows nodes. The main difficulty here is that while we have a WinRM extension that will allow us to collect those logs, the problem is that most times when nodes go down and they will probably not get back online again until the end of the test or at all, and thus we cannot collect the logs at all. So basically we see a bunch of failures. We see everything the kube test gets out, but we don't know anything about the kubelet. So what we're thinking is to have a script inside the nodes, sent via pre-provision extensions or some similar method, to basically allow us to collect the kubelet logs on a recurring basis, on a periodic basis, so that even while we have, while it's not the most up-to-date version of those logs, at least it's something until the node goes down and we cannot access it at all. So that's obviously just a testing idea.
Sorry, I think we lost your audio there for a minute.
Let me think. In terms of the actual tests, I haven't saw anything wrong with kubelet per se for some time. That's the only question mark being why those nodes go down. But other than that, that I know of, new or old in the when it comes to kubelet. So at least that's okay. The only tests remaining that I know should be fixed pretty soon are the DNS ones that fail. That I know have a pending fix. Other than that, yeah, that's kind of the whole update. Oh, where should I repeat from?
I think we got most of that at the end there. So you've got the test link there, and like it just did cut out for a few seconds, but we got the part saying that you hadn't been able to find any specific issues in the kubelet recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's.
But there's still a lot of intermittent failures in that list there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe so. Peter, have you been able to get anything set up in your testing? Like I know you had a separate doc that you had a few weeks ago, but like, did you run kube test in that environment and see similar results by any chance?
I haven't had a chance to run a kube test against my cluster. Unfortunately, I'm still figuring out how to automate the cluster bring up. I'm doing it manually right now. But yeah, I will hopefully try that soon, and we'll let you all know what I find.
Okay. I was hoping we'd have a second copy of results there. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that update, Adelina. So it looks like that you've got a bunch of other. It looks like the test PRs are still being reviewed. I was just looking at some of the other ones on the Trello board. So I'm pinging people on those because we've got some PRs around missing resources. That's for the metrics. We've got PRs open around the end-to-end tests, and we've got 3 different PRs that are fixing known issues there in the kubelet, such as things like the hard eviction policy on inode. We don't report. We don't have inodes on Windows, and so Pangface got a number of PRs open there that I'm waiting on. So I think most of those are going to SIG nodes, so I'll ping them to make sure we can get some of that stuff in for 12. Does anybody have any other issues or anything for 1.12 that we need to go over today? I saw there was also some discussion on the Slack channel relating to some, well, okay, that was with Ben Moss, and Ben's not here.
Yeah, I talked to him. I don't know if you can see the replies in the Slack channel as well.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, okay. I was just talking to him. So basically, it's just he's trying to set up his own cluster as well. I pointed him to exactly how to run against an existing cluster because kubetest for Azure at this point doesn't know, cannot run against clusters that already exist. As you know, our workflow is just bringing them up and down. If you wanna, and this is of course general, if you wanna run kubetest against an existing cluster, you have to use deploy provider local and just set some environment variables, and it will just, because what it does is just uses the clients to and the kubeconfig to talk to the master node and schedule pods.
Okay. All right. Any other topics for today? Hey, David, did you have any ETAs from Madan on the DNS changes?
Our forum from Peng Fei.
Sorry, hold on. Your audio is really low. Could you repeat that?
Sorry, do you mean the PR from Peng Fei? Let me post it here. This one?
Yeah, so we have that one. I know Madan had reviewed it. Has he done updates to WinCNI or the Azure CNI plugins to support that?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
I'll speak with him this week.
Okay. And has anybody reviewed that from OVN, Kubernetes? Have you seen that one, Alan?
No, I haven't. I can take a look over it.
Here, let me find the PR number for you.
I think it's the one posted in chat. Yes.
Yeah, 67435.
Okay, I can take a look over it tonight.
Okay. But yeah, so basically what that does is instead of having to put all the DNS search suffixes in the the resolve.conf file as it's done on Linux, it actually passes it down using capabilities flags. So that'll make it easier to set those up when you're creating the network interface in OVN. So, but that would need an update from each of the CNI providers. So, okay. Well, I guess unless anybody has anything else, last call.
Probably there's that thing, as I said, on the test grid PR, it has an owner file that I need to add people from SIG Windows to the owners, and I don't know exactly who. So I was thinking you, Patrick, Michael, but whom else might go in there?
I think that's the one where we also need somebody from test infrastructure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Peter, do you have access to the test infrastructure, or would I need to talk to someone else like Ben on that?
I'm not sure. I don't have any special access or anything. I'm not exactly sure what test infrastructure you're referring to.
But just to point out, I will talk to the test infra guys because I need to clarify this. So basically, the owner's file tells who can send commands to Tide, not Tide. Sorry, I don't remember the component that actually merges and so on and so forth, PRs. But the point is, it reads that owner files, and if you comment and are not an owner, then it will ignore you. But I do think, and I'm not sure about this, that it also takes the owners from the folder above and so on and so forth until root. I'm not completely sure.
Okay.
Though I wouldn't bet on it because it wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Okay.
I don't know, but in that case, the test infra guys will already be there basically.
Okay. If you want a second person from Microsoft, Peng Fei would probably be a good person to put on there because he's in another time zone. So that would give us more coverage there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's it for today. So thanks, everyone. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.